Hello students, this is how we're going to make a print. This is our setup. Right here is going to be our inking area, and for that I use a messy book. You can open up the book and find a clean page whenever you want to do your inking. So this one is dry, so I could use it, but I want to show you what it's like to just get a new page. This is where we put our ink in our little scoop. And this is where we're going to put some wet wipes for our fingers. See the arrow right there? So already, and this is normal, while I was opening the ink, my fingers got messy. So I can use the wet wipe, clean it. When you are going to put ink on your inking plate, it's a very small amount. I'm going to put it right in the middle, can smear it on. Leave the spoon in the ink. This is a brayer. Part of creating a print is getting ink evenly dispersed onto your brayer. So I am doing that by doing lots of rolling back and forth. An even coating of ink is the most important thing. If your brayer is dark, sometimes it's hard to see how much ink is on there, but we want to make sure all of it is covered in ink. Since this is the first ink of the day, I'm going to add a little bit more. Notice I'm going in two directions. Taking your time with this part and enjoying the rolling is a big part of the process. So you'll want to see texture that looks about like that. Now, I will put my printing plate on the messy book. It's like a messy mat, but it has lots of pages. And I will roll onto my printing plate. That will transfer the ink onto my plate. It's worth giving it some time and making sure you go edge to edge. That's part of why we use this messy mat or messy book. And once it really does feel like it's been inked from edge to edge, I can put it right here. Then I can grab a piece of paper and I can put it down over my plate. I'm going to use these lines to help me square it up. Ooh, I can tell already this paper was a little small, but that's okay for a print because you can try again. So a big part of making a print is the massage that you do all over so that the whole thing has time to transfer the ink onto the paper. So the ink has traveled from here to here to here to here. This is also the kind of moment where you're like, oh, I'm getting things messy. I'm gonna wipe my hands. Always do fingers and hands check. And then I can hold and carefully peel. Ooh, that's a pretty good print. It's being chopped off a little bit, but that looks kind of neat. So next time I'll use a bigger paper for this guy, but you can make as many prints as you can, taking turns one at a time. When your next friend is ready to go, they will flip to a new page. You can carefully take this to your seat and wait for your next turn. You don't need to wash it until you're done printing for the day, or if you're going to change colors. All right, have fun. Each time you make a print, you should place it on the drying rack. At the end of class, put all of your printing plates into the printing plate box. Take all of the ink plates and brayers to the water in the sink. Take the scoops to the strainer. Close the ink and bring it to the ink box. Stack the messy books and put them in the messy books shelf. And stack the printing plates over on the table. Throw away all trash and paper towels in the right receptacle. Wipe your table and take a seat. I hope you had a great time printmaking.